There we go, we are live again. Whoop whoop whoop. I am a very tired girl, or woman, or whatever you like to call me. Hi to my... Oh my gosh, I am already messing all the things up. Hi to my live stream. I'm gonna be... Do you hear me okay? Let me know if you don't. I am gonna be coloring today. And when I started setting this stream up, I was so energized. I was so... like, woo, over the top. Now I'm so tired. Hi Lily, welcome. I was looking here, you are there. Hi Lily. It's hard because I have different cameras and different angles and everything. How are you doing, Lily? Welcome to my coloring live stream. What are we coloring? Yeah, we're coloring, and today I'm gonna color this little cute picture that is like, ooh, there you see it. It's like a candy card with some, it says candy floss. I don't know what candy floss is, but it looks like this sugar thing. Is that called candy floss? The like sugar you are on, like something you can eat. I'm talking so good. Yeah, I was so excited to color a little bit, and now I'm so tired, so we'll see if I have the energy to color the whole thing. Do you see the top screen now, or is it like the wrong format or something? Let me know if it's the wrong format and you can't see it. I thought that today I will be doing, yeah, cotton candy, that's it, that's what it's called. You see it, okay. I thought that today, because I am so tired, so I don't have a lot of like inspiration, you get to help me to do stuff, but I'm also gonna look at like, I'm gonna Google like candy cart, and then I'm gonna see what colors the candy cart is. And then I can just get inspired from that. So I'm gonna search for like candy cart. And then I'm going to choose colors from that inspiration picture and maybe get a little bit inspired on how it looks and other things. But these were just white candy cards. That is not as fun. I was just focused too much on the lower screen. I get it. Oh, I am hitting things left and right. If I ever like move this book so you can't see it, let me know. Candy cards are usually bright red or baby blue. I know, but when I Google it, it's just like pink. I'm going to try to see cartoon candy card. Is the sound okay, Lily? Here we have some cute ones. A lot of cute ones, actually. Why not take... I want something that is fun. I think I'm going to go with this picture here. That looks like this. This isn't blue, but it looks blue on the screen. It's like all the colors look weird in the screen, but it's like baby pink. It's a little bit yellow. It's, I would say, pastel green, pastel blue, and I'm gonna use all these colors on the picture, so it doesn't look like it, but I'm gonna use the colors for it. If that makes sense. But it looks like purple in the screen, I can see, but it's not. It's actually pink. So I'm gonna get inspired from that little picture, and I'm gonna be doing, it's a pinkish purple. Yeah, in the camera it looks like that, but in real life it's actually more pinkish than purple. So we're gonna see. I have my swatches here. Just gonna choose a color that I feel is soothing. Like, I have a really hard time talking when I'm this tired, so I'm sorry for that. We're gonna take RV910 in that. RV910. I'm gonna take this one from the Ohuhu. And it is, why is the screen like this color is really weird. I don't know if it's because it's so dark, but I'm gonna use this. It's the RV910 Light Hot Pink from the Ohuhu set. It's very hard to say those words. And then I'm just on this little one, just writing the colors I'm using for this project, so I don't forget which colors I have used. Because sometimes you just need to use the same one. It looks light pink to me too. Well, it kind of is. Whoops. RV910. So I'm gonna start by making, I think I'm gonna be making like the biggest parts of the card. I'm gonna make this light pink thing. And then these ones I'm gonna do another color. Let me know if I block you with my head or something. I'm a beginner, as you know, so I'm not the best at getting it non-streaky or... Oh, there I got some pink on the bird. But here it's for a cozy little night. It's not for like a gallery or anything. So we're gonna do us. The pink is actually darker than I thought it would be when I picked it out. But I can see in the camera that it looks a little bit purplish. But on my paper it looks way more pink than purple. This is actually the same color, but I'm gonna try to do this darker later with shadows and stuff. But we're gonna start pretty simple, and we'll see how much energy I have tonight to put on this painting. Because for me it's it is 9 p.m. and I have slept poorly, so I'm very tired. I can't look at your comments until I have painted this little thing. There we go. Hi Adrian! I can't say, but we'll catch up later. Much love. Much love to you too, Adrian. Thank you for popping in. And then I think I'm gonna do this poles pink too, because I feel like the most things on this card will be the pinkish color. And then I'm gonna try to work around with some shadows and other things too. There we go. And I think, should I change it? Yeah, I think I'm gonna do the reverse down here. So instead of putting blue, like I'm gonna put blue here, but instead of putting blue here, I'm gonna put the pink here and the blue there. So it's like it's shifting. I thought it was fun to make it a challenge to actually try to get inspired from pictures online, like real pictures that I can Google to get the color schemes. Is that the correct word? The color... I'm Swedish for people who doesn't know that, so my words are hard to find, especially when I'm this tired, because then I start to stutter too. It's not flawless by any means. It's very like, I don't know. Boa tarde, Florzina, muito lindo a pintura no desenho. Are you Spanish? ¿Tú hablas español? I'm trying to learn Espanol by Duolingo right now. I'm not good at it yet, so I don't really know what you're saying. If that's Spanish even. Yo. Can't even try. Okay, we're gonna go for the blue color this time. I'm gonna see what kind of blue I'm gonna be using. I'm gonna have a little light blue situation going on, I feel like, in here and then on the there itself. This is, I think I'm gonna use kind of like that one. We're gonna see if we have some here. Yeah, I'm gonna use 182 from the Chen Rui set, which is a very cheap set, but it has, I'm just gonna look it up, 182. To find it, there it is. It is called 182 Frost Blue. It's from the Chen Rui set, which is a set from Temu. But it has a brush tip, which I do like. Boop. I'm gonna put it here. I'm gonna do stuff pretty simple tonight because I'm tired and I want to chat with you guys too, so I want to give some, what's it called? Attention to you too. And I feel like it's so easy to see on TikTok and Facebook and all these groups and feel so like I can't even start because they are so talented. Like people who are coloring in these kinds of books are so talented. Like they are doing artworks. I'm not there yet. I just want to try to find a cozy hobby. So I'm doing it my way. And hopefully I'll get better and better because I like to evolve and I like to be able to try harder things. But right now I don't even really understand the shadowing and stuff. So I'm just doing things for fun, and that's why I want to do these live streams too, to show you that it's okay not to be able to do all these really crazy artworks that people are doing. But I hope to be able to do challenges and stuff, like theme pictures. And this is kind of a light version of that because I am Googling my reference photos to get inspired, but I'm not doing it exactly what it looks like because I can simply not do that. I'm new to working with markers like this. That's kind of cute, I think. The question is, yeah, I think I'm going to do this minty blue. It's like blue green, I would say this. I thought it was baby blue, but it's blue green more or less. That is not Spanish, but close. I do not quite recognize it. Me neither, but it's like kind of recognize the wording in a way. There we go. I think we're gonna be doing, I'm gonna see if I can darken the edges here where it seems to be a little bit more like a frame almost. I'm gonna be using the same pen as I did before, pen marker, to get the frame a little bit darker. Should probably be the other way around because that's on the side, so the shadow shouldn't be in front. I remember now when I do this, but it's okay. It is what it is. There we go. Now I would like some. I'm gonna write what I've been using. 182 there. I'm gonna do the same mistake here because I want it to be cohesive, I guess. Because this is some sort of candy cart. Maybe I should do some candy like things on, like draw something here maybe. I don't know. And this I would like to do maybe that it's gonna like it's lighting up like a neon sign. I'm gonna see here, neon sign, just to see what different kinds of neon signs look like. Maybe I would like to do a orange neon sign. And if I look at an orange neon sign, no, I don't want to be in there. Get me out of there. Like here, I can say that it looks like it's orange on the outside and then it's yellow on the inside. And this might be a big fail. Like a bright, bright yellow and almost white. And I'm gonna try to do a neon sign, which I've never done. So this can be crazy. But then we're gonna need to find a really bright, bright pink that is almost white to begin with. And then I think we should use the G195 from the Ohuhu markers. What did I say? G195. That is the pale lemon jello. So I'm gonna put that in the letters like this. It's almost not visible on camera. I'm sorry for that. Floss. There we go. And then I'm gonna be needing I'm gonna be doing orange glow outside of it. And I'm gonna be needing an acrylic marker, but I'm first of all gonna try something out here. I'm gonna be trying to take an orange, this a little bit more orange, maybe 34 from the Chen Rui set. It's this one. Oh, I'm holding it too far up. Whoop. 34. Yellow. To try and... It doesn't look good because it's already blue underneath. But I'm trying something here, guys. It can be a fail. It can be a win. We have to wait and see. So I'm drawing this on the outside right now because it's going to be glowing. Candy floss. Well, it looks as it looks. And then I'm gonna try, I can't believe I'm trying this, I have never done this before. We should take an orange acrylic marker. I don't have any numbers, these are very cheap ones, they don't have any numbers. Then I'm gonna remove the black lines with the acrylic mark. Try to at least. Okay, this turns really ugly. It's called trial and error. This time, a lot of error. But trust the process, you guys. I've never done this. I came up with it myself. So it can look really ugly now and then still be okay in the end. We will wait and see. I'm probably gonna have to do this a few times because I can see that the black is showing through. I think my daughter has better acrylic pens than I do. Actually, like richer in color. So we'll see if I'm gonna have to borrow hers. We start like that. We're gonna go in with more because I can still see the black lines. This is an experiment, you guys. And I'm not really sure I like it. We're gonna try the brush tip instead. I don't really know why it's not really covering the black. Probably because it's too cheap of pens, probably. It's like it's just going down in the page. Otherwise I'm gonna try hers, see if they work better. Gosh, this is ugly. Oh, it was wet. I'm gonna leave it for a while and come back. We're gonna go into the cotton candy now. And I'm gonna screenshot that. And the cotton candy I think should get to be some sort of greenish or pastel yellow. We're gonna go and we're gonna see a cartoon cotton candy. Here we have a lot of them. That was kind of cute, like a galaxy cotton candy almost. Maybe I should use that. That would be cute. Just the color of it, I'm not gonna let it look like this because it doesn't look like that. But I want to get inspired from it. So guys, are you coloring right now? Oh my gosh. Are you coloring right now or what are you doing? Let me know. I'm not good at blending as of yet. And maybe never. So we will see how this turns out. I'm gonna need some sort of blue and some sort of purple and some sort of almost purplish pink. And I think I'm gonna take B292, which we have. Where do we have the B292? There we have it. Light sky blue. I'm gonna be using that. I'm also gonna be using some pinkish and some purplish. I think we're gonna take one that is maybe, I think 85 in Chen Rui. I'm gonna take the vivid purple. Hey, Dido Gamer. Hello. 85 vivid purple. I'm gonna take those, and I'm also gonna have one that is more like pink purple, maybe, I would say. But I didn't have any good ones there. Or could I do... No, I almost think I should go with... Which should we take? Which should we take? Which should we take? Which should we take? Take. Which should we take? Take. I'm gonna take... Ah, this was too hard to choose. What are you doing, miss? I'm just coloring my night away. What are you doing? Let me know. I'm right now trying to find a pink that I think matches with the purple. Or maybe even use another purple. Yeah, I think I'm going to take another purple instead. P3 from Ohuhu. Pastel Violet. This will turn crazy. I just feel it. What? We're gonna have to try. We're gonna have to try this, guys. What are you doing tonight, Dido Gamer? Or maybe it's not nighttime where you are. Maybe it's just where I am. Maybe I should take like the... Maybe do some swirls. Like maybe not do it from top to bottom, but do it from the edges to the center. If you understand. And then I'm gonna be doing... But how? How should I do this? How should I do this? I know some people put like the blender all over the place and then go over with the colors, and that can be really crappy, but it can also be pretty cool. So I'm gonna try that way. If you know stuff like this, if you're awesome at coloring, you can always give me tips and tricks. I would absolutely not mind. I would be actually very, very happy. So now I'm just gonna, at least where I'm gonna go in with the colors. I'm gonna put this all over it and we'll see what happens. And I think I'm gonna go from dark purple, lighter pink, and then to, I don't know, starting with the purple. Going my way in. Please don't try, please don't try. I'm gonna go a little bit more into it in case of. So as you see in the title, I am a beginner and I don't know what the heck I'm doing. It was probably a bad idea to use the blender all over this. Or maybe not. We're gonna see. Oh no, now I remember. I've heard you should always take the bright first, and I took the dark first. So I messed up right away. There we go. We're gonna go in with a lighter purple here. Try to blend it out in some sort of way, and it's already dotty and patchy and crappy. What am I gonna do? Pull it over. It is cotton candy though, so maybe it doesn't matter. Then we're gonna go in with the blue in the middle. It's not the most beautiful thing I've ever seen, I'll tell you that. It's very ugly, but maybe I can save it later with some highlights and maybe some colored pencils and stuff. I don't know. But it's cotton candy, you know? So I think I'm gonna do that. Then I'm gonna do some dots and other things that might make it a little bit more. But I kind of like that it is a little bit dotty because it is cotton candy. And cotton candy isn't really, if you can see up close, that is like a little bit flamey almost. Kind of like that. I'm gonna say that I like that at least. Now I'm gonna have to go in with more orange. I'm gonna see if I can find my daughter's acrylics and try them. also very cheap, but she can draw on them, like she can draw on stones and stuff with them, and it gets really cool. So I'm gonna try hers. It is the way. Maybe it can help a little bit. The lines get much neater at least. Don't be shy, guys. Let me know what you're doing tonight. Are you coloring with me? Are you just watching me fail? What you do? If you are a color expert, is it better to not use acrylics? Is it better to use like colored jelly rolls when you try to remove lines and things like that? But the black is still showing through. I can't believe it. Gosh, now I kicked that thing also. There we go. I think I'm gonna do the stick in lines with the blue and the pink. That the little... Okay, this was the other blue, but it doesn't matter. Then it will suit the little cotton candy better. We go like that. It's okay for a while, I guess. And then we should make... I think we should continue on with these colors. So I'm going to use the purple again, this brighter kind of purple, and make this bowl, cotton candy bowl, purple. What should I draw on this one? I do not color, Miss Petra. I am more into meditation. That's awesome. I'm bad at meditation. I get a little bit too stressed from meditating. I sometimes do it like the times I have more anxiety than normal. I am meditating. Sometimes. I can see that this is weird because this should actually continue on. I think this should be here too. It's like they haven't finished drawing the full picture. I feel like, there we go. I should do the bear in some color. Maybe I just do the bear. I'm gonna continue on with my challenge. But for now, I must be going. Have a great day, everyone. Have a great day, Lily. I'm so glad you popped in. We'll see how long I will be doing this. Just gonna see her. I'm sorry, I'm just gonna answer my sister. There we go. The bear. Should I do it as... Okay, now you guys have to answer me. Should I do the bear as a Care Bear and check how a Care Bear looks? Or should I do it like a more like neutral bear, like a brown bear with some fur or whatnot? You can tell me that while I will color the tire. And I think the tire is going to be a brown one. A brown tire. Brown tire expire. We're gonna see, we're gonna do it a little bit more of the BR2 brownish. You know what? I've forgotten to write down all the colors I've been using, and that's what I always forget to do. BR2, 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 BR2. BR2 is called Potato Brown from Ohuhu. I'm gonna do, maybe it should be black, but it's such a boring color, black. I do the sticks. Oh, it was darker than I thought. A brownish thing, then I will do these little things purplish. Purple. Oh, I see that I missed something here. Should I make the tire? I'm gonna make the tire blue. This doesn't have to be normal. It's the light sky blue. There we go. I'm really freaking tired. I should do some sort of pattern on the tires with the fine liner. If you can even call it tires. Oh, that's really wrong of me. Gosh. I haven't really learned all the tricks and such on how to make patterns and stuff while coloring. That's why I'm a beginner. And probably a few of you are not. There we go, there we go. I'm gonna do, because no one told me, I will be doing Care Bear. No, I will be doing a brown bear. Just gonna do some dots. It can ease up the harshness a little bit. The cotton candy we have going on here. Fine liner. Then we're gonna go in with the blue again and do some more dots. Give it a little bit more of a textured feel. There we go. Yeah, I'm gonna go in with a light brown bear, I think. We're gonna see which one I like the most. We'll take. We want to take a brown color. We're gonna be taking E288. I've already taken that. E288. Where do I have that one? here we have that. It is hazelnuts E288. And I'm gonna make the bear in that color. Everything I do all the time is trial and error because I am so new to this. So if you come up with any tips and tricks, you tell me. Okay, that was stupid. I wasn't gonna do that, but I did it anyway. We're gonna take the blender and we're gonna be making some dots for some texture. This is a trick I learned while watching other people doing their amazing pictures. So I'm doing it myself to give it a little bit more of a fluffy feeling. And maybe you can't see it on camera really. I don't know how good you can see this on camera. So there you go, and then I'm gonna be maybe putting some dots from the same color again, where there should be some little shadowing, maybe, or just some places I want them. I think he should get some sort of color on his little nose there, on his little such thing. Maybe a little pinkish, orangish. No, or something bright, I think. Maybe we could take kind of like... We'll try 140 from the Chen Rui set. We have the 140. Where are you? Light orange. There we go. 140. Why is this coloring so weird? Like the colors here are much brighter. I don't know if it's setting on the camera or something. I really don't know. There we go. I'm also gonna do these a little bit with that color. And then I will be doing some dots with this too. In other places, in the places where I wanted it to be a little bit more shadowy. And maybe his bangs are gonna be a little bit dark. Cool! He's a cool bear, I must say. Very cool. It's a very cool bear. There we did that, and then we're gonna go in and look at this little tiny bird. It looks like a bird from like Snow White or something. We're gonna look what the colors of the Snow White birds are. Birds, Disney birds, Disney birds. Maybe I should show you all the things on my camera. If you're new, if you just clicked in, I'm doing Googling to find some inspiration. Hi Gemma! Good evening, what you doing? I'm just, look here, we have some cute Disney birds. I should do it this color scheme. I can't believe the camera looks so much weirder. This is actually a bright purple, bright yellow, and even brighter yellow, and some orange. Paws. Well, they're not called paws if they're birds, right? Feet. Bird feet. So we're gonna first of all use an orange. I think I'm gonna take this so-called yellow for the feet. The tiny feet. And I'm actually gonna do the beak. Is it called beak in these tiny birds? I've just been having supper now watching you. Hi, I'm so happy you're here. Do you like coloring? You can color with me now if you do. Because I like company. I like someone to chat with while I'm doing this.
Sorry, Let's Chat is no longer available. For now, you can ask me questions or to do things like set a timer, play music, turn on a connected light, and more.
Alexa, I don't really want to talk to you. I was talking with my friends.
I'm not quite sure how to help you with that.
Okay. Normal. Well, if you color, Gemma, maybe you can color with me right now. It would be fun. So what was I doing? I was doing the bird here. It's gonna have the really, really bright yellow as the little tummy here. And then it's actually gonna be purple the rest of it. But I think I'm gonna be doing the little tail, yellow too, and the little hair it has on his head. It's not really hair, right? And then it's gonna be a very, very light purple. I don't know if I have that kind of light purple, but some sort of light purple. We're gonna be using V192. Do I already use that? V192. There it is. And it's actually called Begonia. And that's the color of the rest of the bird. I kind of like doing this little challenge I came up with myself, because it helps me choose the colors. And it gets more playful and fun that way. It's so easy to get in my head. Like, this isn't good enough. Now I don't really mind or care if it's good. I just try to do my best with what I have. A little bird. What did you have for supper, Gemma? Was it good? Goody, goody, good. Good. I had Chinese noodles. Ooh, that sounds awesome. Huh. I think I forgot to eat dinner. That is me in a nutshell. I need to eat something after this, obviously. But that's okay. The gumball machine. We're gonna Google gumball machine. Here we had one. This is the typical one you see in front of you when you hear gumball machine. A red one with all different colors. That's gonna be fun. It's actually very similar to that one. So we're gonna see which red we will be using. I don't have many red colors, but we're gonna be using R4. R4. We have that here. It's called R4. It is deep red. Deep red, tra. Let's do that red. Trying to relax before I have to be social at a family barbecue tomorrow. I know all about that feeling. To really charge up. I hope I can calm you down a little bit by just chatting and talking. And if you have some hobby you would like to do with me, even if it's not painting, maybe you want to build a puzzle or playing some video games or whatever, you can do that while I'm doing this. What kind of family barbecue is it? Is it somebody's birthday, or is it just for funsies, or is it a special occasion? I'm just gonna see here. There we go with that. Now we're going to take a really light gray for the handle. CG. Now we're going to take CGO22. CGO, there. Neutral gray. What is it called? Neutral grayish. And a little handle there. There we go. Then I will do some highlights on the little balls here. That's an ugly highlight. It makes them pop a little bit more. Then I'm gonna have to be doing some shadowing too. I'm gonna do this shadowing with the same colors I used for them, to just get it a little bit more dark. It always looks so good until it dries, and then it's just so light. We're gonna see where we have the lemon yellow. Yeah, I used the lemon yellow. I think I forgot to say that. For the yellow little ones. Where's the deep red? You can almost not see the shadowing on the deep red because it's so dark. The red is already dark, so to speak. But it feels like I should do some sort of shadowing underneath it. I don't really know how though. I'm gonna look at the to get some inspiration on the shadowing of this thing. there they actually used black, but I don't like using black. I'm gonna use dark gray, warm gray even, for the little like that. Shadowing, shadowing, shadowing. This doesn't turn out so very good, but it's at least I'm trying, I'm learning. Trust the process, guys. Da, 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 da. Trust the freaking process. Trust it. We can do some lines like this. Shoop, 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 shoopy doop, shoopy doop, shoopy doopy doopy doop, shoopy doop, shoopy doop. Kinda like that, and then I want some highlights on here. And on here, and a little bit over here, definitely a little bit here and here. Kind of like it, actually. That's okay. We did that. This is going to be see-through, but I feel like it should have some sort of bottom. Maybe I take the very light gray, the lightest of them all. Where is the very, very light gray? Where did I put it? That's with neutral gray. Could it be that? I'm going to be using it to put in some shadows under the little gumballs. Because it's not really telling me. I think it's sometimes the drawings are a little bit unlogical, illogical for me. And I see here that this is see-through, so then this wagon should be see-through here. Do I dare to use the fine liner right away? Yeah, because I don't have the energy to go pick up something to just sketch it with. So I'm gonna be trying to do the continuation of the wagon. It goes up there. Here we have this little screen from the tire. It goes like that. Then we have the tire itself. That goes up there. We start like that and we'll see where it takes us. I used the frost blue, but I haven't even. I think I did. I hope I did. There we go with that. And then we have the bluish thing here. And then we have the purplish thing here. I think I need to shadow this a little bit more then. To make it be a different color in the gumball machine. So for that to happen, I need to darken that and that. Now where did I put the flippin' frost blue? There. There we go with that. I'm also going to be doing highlights here where I want this to be more of a neon sign. This is the ugliest thing, so that's what it is. It's just ugly, because I've never done that, and I'm not satisfied with it. But it is what it is. Maybe I can try to make it glow a little bit, somehow, by just ruin it even more. Fudge, why did I do this? Now I need to continue on with it. It looks really bad. And that's okay. It is okay, Petra. You can be okay. You're okay. Okay, and here the bushes are still going, so we're gonna keep them going all the way here. So there you go. We want a little thing there, and we want another flower here. I'm gonna make it see-through, so that's why. Oh, I'm sorry, I blocked with my head. I want it to be see-through, so I needed to do some sort of continuation behind here. I can almost even do it like that. There we go. And for that to happen, I need to make the grass. So then I'm gonna look at this, and I'm gonna look and see if I do. We're gonna Google grass. Grass with flowers. If you're new, I'm doing a challenge where I try to find reference photos for every part of the drawing. Grass with flowers. Done so many. Can we have some fun? Okay, I'm gonna have this as an inspiration picture, but I can't do it like this. So just the colors and everything is my inspiration. So first of all, I'm gonna make the grass, and that's why I'm gonna choose a very, very light green in the beginning. This looks like this should be dirt. It looks like this should be the brown dirt. We're gonna do the grass first. So we're gonna see if I find a very nice green, very light green to begin with. I think we should take I know they're not as light as they look. I'm gonna take G339 from the Promarkers. G339. This is a Promarker called Meadow Green. That's suiting because it is some sort of a meadow I'm trying to create here, but it's more like a yard than a meadow. I don't know how much ink there is. The Promarkers are really old. I've had them for years, and then when I started with this, I was like, oh, it's actually alcohol markers. Yay me. I'm not very good at the technique yet, how to use the different pens, but I try to do it as a cozy activity and not something stressful. Guys, I would love it if you talk to me if you're watching. You don't have to be shy. I can answer anything. You can tell me if you see that I'm doing something wrong. You can give me tips and tricks. Do you guys like to color? Do you just like hear someone chatting when you want to sleep or do other stuff? Oh gosh, it smells. This one really smells alcohol. Not my favorite scent. Oh, my back is killing me. Let me like you do, let me like you do. Touch me like you do, touch me like you do. Hold me like you do. It's so much fun to go live and talk to people. I would love it if you commented so I could really talk to you. Like being alone like this for as much as I am, I sometimes feel it's hard for me to be alone like this because I do have my daughter usually, and then every other weekend I don't. And then with my ADHD, it's very hard for me to I just feel like, oh my gosh, what I'm gonna do now? I have all the possibilities to do everything. And then I'm very tired after the week of work, and then I don't go anywhere, and then I feel a little bit lonely and like feel like everything in life is almost pointless. Because like I'm like, what am I doing? Even when I'm drawing, I'm like, okay, so now what? I was just drawing for 3 hours. What did that do? Is this the only thing that's in life? If I start thinking like that, I can easily fall into fall depressions and stuff. But then when I have you to talk to and not sitting alone drawing, it feels better. It's more fun at least. There we have the ground for the grass. This is gonna have to dry. And while it dries, I think I'm gonna do this 40. Wow, I don't know, I didn't have that color. Taking it back. I think I'm gonna be doing 42. Because 42 in the Chen Rui is like moss green. It's called bronze green, but it's like a mossy color. And I feel like that could be cool underneath the real grass while the grass is drying. Oh no, it bled over. I'm gonna see if I have the energy to be alive until the picture is done, or if I'm gonna have to go to bed and finish it some other day. But I can actually see the light in the tunnel now. It's not that I don't like it, it's very fun. But it would be more fun if you commented, you guys. Sometimes I have a setting that means so please do that if you want to talk to me. You don't have to be shy. There we go. Now it's dry enough for me to do some sort of texturing with the same color. Oh, forgot to draw inside. There we go with that one. And then we're gonna go to another green. That was the lightest one. Then we're gonna go to G338, which is also a Promarker 338. We have that one there to do some more texturing, and I'm doing them mostly where the black lines are to give it more like of a spotty feeling, more than a very like the entire grass being the same. So I'm doing them a little bit everywhere. It doesn't always have to be so symmetrical, you know. Now we're going to take an even darker GI3. The GI3, which is called Body Green. For every darker color, I do a few less grass things. And then I want to do an extra green shadow underneath the flowers. Something like that. Then I'm gonna do the edges here a little bit darker. I think I'm gonna do it all the way around because I like it. It makes something. I know it's not correct to do it all the way around if something is correct, but I kind of like the depth it gives it, and also underneath. Things. A little bit more grassy. Then we're gonna see my... Don't be alarmed, I'm still secretly watching you. Kim, I'm happy it's just you who's watching me all the time. He said if it isn't over my shoulder, it is something else. And now it's in front of me. How did you come into my apartment, I wonder? It feels a little bit scary, I must say. It's my anxiety. There we go with it. And then we're gonna see the colors on the flowers I was doing there. There were some yellow flowers, so we're gonna do a yellow flower, and the yellow flower has an orange middle that is a little bit like hairy. So what we're gonna do is to do the entire flower. Oh, this was more orange than yellow, I feel like. Then we're gonna change. We're gonna do this more orangey, and the middle a little bit more yellow. We can do it Canarian yellow in the middle. Like this. When that dries, I'm gonna try to make it look a little bit hairy or whatever I should call it. What are you doing tonight, Kim Alexander? Are you having a great day? Then we're gonna do the white flower beside it. The white flower has a yellow middle. Or we can take the orange. The orange. And it's actually white leaves, and white isn't very fun, so I'm gonna have to go in with a little gray, I think. With this maybe. Warm gray, light warm gray. In the middle of it. Doing good, mostly just stay home. That's nice. Kinda like me. It's nice to stay home sometimes. Or do you don't like it? If you don't like to stay home, it's not as fun, of course. I am a little bit tonight, like I went straight home after work because I needed it. And then I haven't been with anyone. I've been FaceTiming my daughter and stuff like that, but I've been alone. And I have kind of a hard time with that now after summer, to be alone. So then that's when I know I need to be alone more. Because it helps if you are more alone. I always say that it's a good thing to learn how to be your own best friend. But when it's been a lot and the silence comes around, it can be hard. Sometimes. Now I'm just using colors I've already been using. Gemma's Journey Grace just said pasta and pesto similar to noodles. Oh, that sounds good. But I think I have eaten pesto a little bit too much. Because now when I eat pesto, I feel a little bit grossed out. That usually means I've been eating it too much. It's like I have loved the taste and now I don't anymore. I'm gonna see if I can do some hairs in the middle here. And then there were some pink flowers. So we're gonna do some pink flowers. Begonia. That was more purple. Let's see if I'm gonna use the same pink as I did here. Which one was that one? Not that one. Light hot pink. Must be that one. Light hot pink, and then we're gonna just take whatever pink, I don't even know what color it will be, because I don't have the energy to look. Vivid pink. And do some fun things. Something like that. And what color should I do in the middle of the pink? Yellow again. It's a lot of yellows and oranges in the middle of flowers. There we go. Then there are some light blue flowers. Yeah. Glad to see you, by the way, Adrian, again. We do that, and then we're gonna take the lighter blue. Where do we have the lighter blue? Almost like a frost blue. Have I already put it back? I shouldn't have. Why can't I see it? Is that the one? Nope, that was grey. There it is. The frost blue. We have some red flowers. So let's put a red one in the mix. I hear people outside in the darkness. What is going on? Red, and then we can take a rose red too. That is a little bit brighter maybe. Not even checking on my swatch chart because I'm too tired to do that. Then we had a little purple one, and then we're gonna take this. I'm gonna do a purple and a yellow one. The lilies. No, the vials. Vials. We have flowers here called kind of like vials, but it's not vials. And now to the fun part. I'm gonna highlight this so it looks a little bit more see-through. I have tummy ache, maybe because I haven't eaten. There we go. I saw someone do the entire thing, like the entire lines of the glass bubble white, so it looks even more see-through, and I'm already regretting my decision, but I've started, so it's just, I'm just gonna have to go full the entire way, kind of like that. Now it looks really see-through. Kind of proud of myself. It's the first see-through thing I feel like I've done that is kind of okay. 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 There we go. We're gonna put some white dots in the middle here of the flower too. There's someone to make see-through too, but if I'm gonna make this see-through, I'm gonna have to make a sky, and that felt really hard right now. Gosh, my back is killing me. I think I'm gonna be live for 2 hours. Okay, now we're gonna see if we can make a like foil balloon, like helium balloon. Foil balloon. But to do that, I need a reference photo. Star foil balloon. There we have it. Just gonna choose a color. I'm gonna try to do, this green one. It's gonna be hard. I'm gonna probably have to use like the markers for the lines, no, the pencils for lines, but I'm not gonna pull out the pencils just yet. So maybe I'm gonna have to start with, I wonder which one that was. Could it be bud green? That's too dark. Where's probably the one? Now I'm going to choose a little bit more of a punchy green. I'm going to try to use the G189 horseradish. But it's not a punchy green, is it? No. That's pretty. I don't like it. I don't have really punchy greens. Oh, let's do this. And I feel like this doesn't have to be very thorough in the same way. It doesn't matter if it gets a little bit streaky. I think I'm gonna have to use some color pencils to make it a little bit more real, but it's also gonna be a lot, like it shines and stuff, and when it does I don't have to be as thorough because it's not something that should be extremely like flat or non-streaky or other things like that. Gonna leave some white parts where the foil is shining or whatever I should call it. Why did I do this? This feels hard. But we're just gonna try. Then I'm gonna have to have like a very dark green, maybe almost like this green, but a little bit more green. So maybe 46 from the Chen Rui set. Where do we have the 46? I already used, no, vivid green. Vivid green, that sounds like a good color. Very cheerful candy store, but I think Saturday is Swedish day for sweets. Yep, it is. Unfortunately, it's not Saturday today. No, it's you're right. People in Sweden are eating candy on Saturdays, but I don't really have a day for candy. I eat it when I want to, and I'm not too strict of a parent that way. I have read that if you only give your child like a lot of candy one day of the week, it's easier for them to get like crazy and need to just, oh my gosh, this is the only time for the week I get candy. I will never ever get candy for an entire week. And if they feel like that, it can easily become a habit of just like, I'm gonna eat it all. It doesn't matter if I feel sick, it doesn't matter, kind of like those kinds of things. So sometimes on Saturdays we don't eat candy because we don't have candy. And some days in Mondays we take 2 candies after food. Like we don't make it a big deal. Then I'm not like buying big chunks of candy every day. That's not what I'm saying. But I say if we do have candy, and I'm not that strict parent that no, it's not Saturday, so you cannot taste it. Color the cow pink. I can do that. Thank you for giving me suggestions. Hi, Leah Amore. I am coloring here. I'm a beginner, so I don't know what I'm doing. But I'm trying to, I'm Googling the pictures and then I try to do it as similar. Like, now I'm trying to do a foil balloon here. And we'll see how it turns out in the end. Oh, my tummy hurts. I'm gonna do the cow pink, absolutely. Thank you for the suggestion. I can do it a little darker pink than this, maybe, so it doesn't get too much in the same. Do you guys like to color? Or do you just seek company for the day / evening? I do both. Okay, come on, a little. Something like that. I'm gonna have to take the jelly roll and we're gonna be doing I'm not going to put too much time into this effect. I just wanted to try it. I've seen people like smudge out the jelly roll if they want it to be more of a glowing effect or something. So I'm trying that. I get very happy when you give suggestions like that, so thank you for doing that, Yanni. Kind of look like a full balloon. I'm pretty happy with that outcome. I've never done it before, so you have to be happy sometime. Then I'm going to see if I can find a hard foil balloon to get inspired from. Hard foil balloon. You know what? I could probably do the kind of the same thing. So I'm just going to try to do the same thing with my own chosen color. And I think I'm going to try to do an orange, like yellow orange situation. We have lemon yellow. We have canary yellow. We start with the canary yellow. Now we're going to leave some spots like I did with the green. Not the exact same ones, but kind of in the same places, but maybe different sizes. Oh, that's very small. Doesn't turn out as good though. But we'll try. We'll just keep on going. And then I did it's harder with the hard shape to know really what to do. So I'm just doing stuff, probably ruined the entire picture, but that's okay. I guess. The yellow does not turn out as good as the green, but what can I do about that? Nothing. Because I am new to this and I just made this up. the thing is when it's yellow too, it's like you can't really see the white as good. So I'm gonna have to do the white a little bit bigger than I did. I'm not satisfied with the yellow one, but it's too bright, so maybe I should do the last color, a blue balloon. We're gonna do a blue balloon. We're gonna be using the light sky blue, and we're gonna be using the frost blue. It's fun actually to play around with new kinds of technique. There we go. We're gonna paint the cow pink because somebody asked me to do that. And your wish is my command. I'm gonna just take another type of pink. I'm gonna do the cow. I think I'm gonna do it R1. It doesn't really look like pink. R1, but it is like darkish kind of pink, and that is coral pink. So that's the cow. Or maybe I should make it, I think I want to make it a little bit spotty, so I should do a brighter one first. I should take 28 first. 28 is, where do I have it? 28. It is fruit pink. I'm gonna do that as a base because I want to do some spots on this little cow. there. And then we're going to do some spots. And I wonder if these will be the darkest spots or if we're just going to use two different kinds of pink. I think it will do with just one, but it's wet now, so I'm going to have to wait a little bit. I think it's going to get a red scarf, a deep red scarf. There we go. And then I'm just going to figure out what the horns and stuff are going to be. Which color? Okay. Which color am I going to make the horn? Which color am I going to make the horn? And the feet and the other things. Well, I can make them with this one that's going to be... Oops. I wasn't going to do red, so now I'm going to have to do some sort of, I don't know, effect there. I was going to use the coral pink. The coral pink is more, I feel like almost a brownish pink. Brown, red, pink. And we're gonna do some nice little spots. It kind of looks more like a pig color, I can feel like now when I'm doing this. But it's okay. I'm not judging. There we go. I'm gonna have to do some sort of shading. Where is it? The fruit pink. A little bit more like that. Now I'm actually starting to feel kind of okay with this picture. I'm gonna bring out the shading, I think. Go into the shading part of it all. I haven't done this yet because I feel like I should do some sort of sky, but I don't really want to do... I don't know what kind of sky I should do. Should I make a sunset sky? I don't want to ruin it. And I don't want it... I think I'm gonna use the... Oh, yes. So badoo. I think I'm gonna use the colored pencils to begin with, and then after I'm done with that, I'm gonna go in with the highlights. But I'm gonna do some shadowing with... I have some colors here. They are... I don't know how to say the name. Brutfuner colored pencils. And I got them for shading and stuff. And that can ruin the entire picture. I don't know. But I want to try to learn how to use them. And I've heard people say that it can be like night and day difference of the pictures when you use shading with the colored pencils. And these are cheap ones, so they're not like Prismacolored. I could never afford that. I'm gonna try the 120. Which one is that? Where is it? Just to find the right one takes some time. What can it be? Well, I can obviously not find it, so I can get to take another one. I'm gonna try to do some shading on the... Should I do? But I'm pretty satisfied with the balloons. Maybe I should try to shade this little one a little bit. This takes ages, so I'm sorry for that. I haven't really learned where I have them. Hello, why can't I find it? Where is it? There it is. I'm going to try to use this light coral pencil. See if I can shade. No, it's too bright. It's too bright! I don't even know what to shade. I should do a sky. I should do a flipping sky. And I should do a pink. No, I should do some sort of sunset. Purple sunset. Okay, see if I can find a purple sunset. That sounds like normal. Whoosh. Whooshy. We have a lot of beautiful purple sunsets here. And I just want the colors. I'm not gonna do any clouding and stuff. So I'm gonna have this as my inspiration photo to put in the background. Just a little bit loose. I'm not going to do anything super colored either. But it seems like they are using in the top there a little darker purple. So I think I'm going to use 063. If I can find that. I haven't found any of them. Yeah. 063, it's a grape color. It's called grape. And I'm going to be using that here on the top. Because I'm really going to do just a soft sort of sky to have something in the background. I'm not going to go all the way out because the picture isn't all the way out. So I'm just going to try something. This, we go down a little bit like that. It's like darker parts on some places, lighter parts in some places. So I have never worked really with colored pencils before, so it's fun to try, but it will not be anything super good. And it doesn't show very well on camera, I can see. But there is color happening here. I do like this, and then I'm gonna go do like a little round. A little bit more like this, because it's like clouds here. So I want it to be not too straight, where I want there to be some sort of cloud texture going on. My hope is to do a color with me live stream every other weekend, because I have my daughter every other weekend, so when I don't have her I feel pretty lonely, so then it's more fun to come up with things like this, because then it feels like I'm not totally alone, at least. There we go, we did some sort of texture. We're gonna go in with a little pink feeling here. I think we should take There weren't very many pink colors, or have I skipped them somehow? Very, very few. Okay, so what should we take? Should we say 0.26 maybe? 0.86. 0.86. Which can 0.86 be? Here we have it. It's called Light Rosy Pink. And I'm gonna do a little pink where, like in the bottom of the clouds, or what we want to call them, because it's not really clouds, but it's the sky's texture at least. If you wonder what weird sound it is my pens that are moving when I draw, when I color. You can't really see, but it's purplish and pink up here. So that it doesn't look good now. I hope it looks good when I'm more done, when I have done a few layers. I'm just, as I said, trying something new out here. Oh, I need something that is a more light purple. Maybe 062. 062, 062. That is called light purple. That's what I want, because I want the lighter purple in some places here. Gonna be pulling itself down a little bit further before the pink and orange starts to happen. Light purple. Can do some light purple here. There we go. We're gonna be needing the pinkish one again. Starting to talk Swedish here again, because now we're gonna go in with the pink and then some orange too, and then we're just going to try to layer and layer and layer, hopefully find some sort of balance or niceness in this. Gonna bring in the orange soon. Okay. Like yellow, light yellow orange, or just yellow maybe. Light yellow. Yeah. 0. Maybe a little orange. We take 0.16, and that's called Autumn Gold. That's a beautiful, beautiful name, because we want to mix it in with the pink. A little down there, we can put a little yellow where the clouds, or what we will call them, is underneath there. I'm gonna go in with pink a little bit more. Gosh, it bothers me when the pens are sounding. I hope you don't get too disturbed. It's too hard with colored pencils, but if, of course, if you don't have the technique, which I certainly don't, it maybe not be that weird, but it's hard to get it good, like do it nicely. In color psychology, pink is often associated with romance, tenderness, femininity, and youth, but can also represent energy, self-confidence, and even rebellion. You know a lot of stuff. Interesting. You know, there was a time when the only people who got to wear heels and pink were very rich dudes. Females weren't even allowed to wear it. It's a pretty fun and weird thought nowadays when some people say if you wear pink you're a girl. Which I feel is so weird. How a color can be a gender. It's society, you guys. It's what happens in society. We do things way harder than they should be. If we could just be who we want to be, imagine how nice and easy things would be. Love me like you do, love me like you do. Touch me like you do, touch me like you do. What are you waiting for? Why is it so hard to use colored pencils? I would like to know. That's a fugly cloud. Why am I ruining this? I'm ruining it. Freeze. Oh no. I said I was gonna live stream maximum 2 hours. But now I can't stop. I can't stop. No, I won't stop. That's the ugliest cloud. It has ruined everything. That sucks. But what can I do? It's already done. Well, I don't really know. A little bit more lightish purple, I think, gonna have to be in the mix. And then it needs to go down a little bit in the pink and the yellow. A few little shades. I don't know. It looks a bit weird, but it did something. I got some sort of sky and I wanted to get that. And because I've never really used colored pencils, I have to be somewhat satisfied. But it's just, I don't understand people. I know people are using Prismacolored pencils, which are like a different kind of great. But I don't understand how people can use colored pencils without getting it very, very structured or very, very choppy. I don't want to call it choppy, but there's like white little dots in them. And it can't be the backspacer. It is what it is. Okay, start to do some highlights so you can get to bed sometime in the future. I'll be doing this little bit see-through. That looks terrible. Terrible. I don't know if it's not possible really to do. It's not really working. I told me you could roll your yellow roll like this for it to be working a little bit better. We'll see. There we go. A little bit at least. Now I'm gonna go nuts with the highlights without really knowing what to do with the highlights, because I'm not a expert at lighting and stuff. But it's just fun to... It makes things pop either way. Some little sugar dots. isn't it working the way it should? Of course, in the end, with the details, the pens should stop working. Hello. Don't stop working on me now. Now is the fun part. Why isn't it working? I'm gonna have to do a thinner one, which I don't like to do. Is it because there's crayons on there? Well, then I have to take the white acrylic marker to get some sort of effect, I guess. But I don't like that either very much, because it can usually get much more choppy. It doesn't get that effect that I want it to be. Try to get some out that way. Should never have pencils. I'm getting depressed now. I'm on the fun stuff. I've been working with this for 2 hours, and now when I'm gonna do the effects, they just stop working. This is depressing. Oh my gosh. I'm doing all the things you should be doing. There we go. I'm getting so depressed now. What is this? How is it possible? There we go. Now a few leaves can get their little shine. But not all of them. I don't understand. There you go. It works flawlessly in my hands, so what up? Look. Nemas problemas. And then when I'm gonna do on the... There, thank you. I get to be thankful for every little line that works the way it's supposed to be working. You don't dare to breathe whenever it works. If you know painting, like, do you know if the yellow gets ruined by colored pencils? Or if or if it's possible to use them colored pencils without ruining them? It would be interesting to know. I think I'm done. I think I have to be done now. Why not? Very, very not satisfied with some of the things. Kind of satisfied with some of the things. This is how it turned out in closeness. Kind of like to try to do the sky with the markers. I'm not satisfied with the sign. I'm not satisfied with that little see-through thing. I'm very satisfied with this one and the balloons. So a little bit of everything. Now I'm gonna go to bed because it's over 11 and I am actually super duper mega freaking tired. So thank you for joining me. Thank you for the people who have chatted with me or gave me suggestions and stuff like that. Thank you for the silent people who have been watching, because I still see you and it's still fun to talk to someone instead of just sitting here by myself. So thank you. I love you and I hope to see you in the next, maybe even live stream, or maybe you want to do some cleaning with me in my weekly cleaning videos. Whatever. Subscribe if you like body doubling videos or videos about neurodiversity and things like that. See you next time, Kim Alexander. Or I guess you'll see me first. Bye bye. Bye bye bye. Have a good time.